What's up, everybody? Once again, welcome back to yet another episode of Fix Garage. This video is being shot right after we've just got done replacing all the fairings and the plastics on this bike that were cracked and broken and scratched. So you go ahead and check that video out. And today we're doing something more on the mechanical side. And the mechanical side of things includes transmission oil. In most bikes, the transmission and the engine all hangs out in the same oil. On this bike, however, you have three different kinds. You have your engine oil, your transmission oil, and your final shaft drive oil. This was recommended to me by a mechanic at the BMW motorcycle dealership in Kansas City. That is exactly where I got my servicing done after about 4,000 miles on the road coming back from Colorado to New York, which is another video that you could check out on my channel. I'll have it linked here. He told me that the fluid in my shaft drive and my transmission is too thin, and I'm best to use something thicker, such as this. By the way, shout out to Angle BMW. The mechanic let me come down into the work area and let me watch everything that was going on, walked me through the maintenance intervals and how to do things myself. I really appreciate that kind of service. That's not something you'd see here in New York. What's up, guys? So let's talk about some of the procedures that need to take place so this whole thing goes by smoothly. Honestly, for me, it never does anyway, and I always run into some sort of trouble, but let's do our best to skip that today, because I really don't want to be here until 3 a.m. again and again. So first, we have the foot peg plate. 3 bolts over here, get that out of the way, and that's where your fill plug is. Alright guys, and now we got to the fill plug. Let me tell you something very important here. Every time you change any type of oil in your vehicle, either it's engine oil, transmission oil, final drive, as it is on this motorcycle, please make sure that your fill plug comes off first. Because imagine this scenario. You're having a great day, you're changing oil, spills out, time to put new oil in. Bam! This thing's rusted shut. Now what? You can't even go and get help. How are you going to start your vehicle? Anyway, let's check this one and make sure mine's fine, because it's looking pretty rusty. Hey, what's up guys? I hope you could see me. So, we're under the belly of the beast today, and there's a lot that's going on here that's going to need to come off. So first, we have the bracket that holds the exhaust pipe in place. That comes off with a bracket that I will show you right now. So the bracket bolts, one right here, and that is the bolt that is sitting directly under where you let the oil out for the transmission. And the second is right over here. We got the bracket. Here it is. 2 bolts. It's out. Comes out fairly easy. I'm really glad it did. Now to the hard part. So BMW offers a special tool. I believe this is it's a 17 millimeter H14. With this tool, we're going to be able to get under this bike, and it's slim enough because nothing else is that you could get from AutoZone or O'Reilly's will actually fit under there. So everything is so cramped and so tight, which is wild to me because it's such a huge bike, and yet BMW does it again. Anyway, let's see what happens. Alright guys, so, oh my god. So, the transmission oil is out of the bike, and of course it's such an awkward spot with the center stand right between where the hole is, that all of it just spilled, just right on the floor. I had an idea if I cut open a Poland Spring bottle, put it upside down, use it as a funnel into a bigger funnel, then it'll be okay, but no, it just completely went the other way. And that's that. So I had a pool of transmission oil, and it smells nasty. It's just disgusting. But brought in a bunch of Bounty, cleaned it all up, and finally tightened up that bolt down there. I don't think there's even a torque for it, but it's as tight as I could have gotten it with a random pipe laying around to help me out. So let's get some fresh fluid in there. Another episode of Vic's Garage in the books. Today we did the transmission fluid, and that's all we did. So it was a pretty short, to the point video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips and just my own journey into maintaining this machine, aka the eggplant. As always guys, the Vic's Garage playlist is growing. Feel free to check it out. It will be linked in this video. And please like and subscribe. Most importantly, leave a comment. I want to talk to you. Let's talk about your bike. Let's talk about how you do your maintenance. Maybe you have the same machine as I do. All right? So listen, take care and have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.